Okay, we're good. All right. I'm going to mute everybody quick. Well, I think we're good right now. Everybody seems to be muted. So this came to me today and it says, let them shout for joy and rejoice who favor my vindication, and let them say continually, the Lord be magnified who delights in the prosperity of his servant. So basically, God's people were commanded to go around saying, let God be magnified. He takes pleasure in prospering me, which is crazy because this is what we're studying on Chase the Lion, the book club that we're doing. We are actually studying this. And, you know, we start to believe things that we hear, things that we say. So if we're constantly saying, I feel like it's going to take me forever to get to the top of this company. I feel like my business is struggling. I feel like I can't get loyal customers. I feel like I can't get distributors. Like, what if we turned it around and just kept saying, God's blessings are coming to me. My business is exploding. I'm ready for an abundance of blessings to just flow into my business, flow into my life. And what if we started saying that every day and believing it? You know, I just think it's huge when I always keep God at the center of my business, and I'm always praying for you guys that he puts people in your path, and that you not only that have the wisdom and the courage to know who they are and to talk to them. So I pray that every day, and I pray for myself too, and that God would just keep enlarging our territory. And I just think that this went along with all of it. Like, if we understand and like speak it every day and declare his blessings over our business, like, it happens. It really does. If you just keep an open mind. But the more defeat and negativity you talk over your business, the more it keeps happening. So if your paycheck keeps going down and you keep saying, my paycheck's going down, my paycheck's going down, it's going to keep going down unless you do something about it. And unless if you start speaking goodness into your business. So I just thought that was so neat that if you guys are not reading Chase the Lion with the book club that we're doing with corporate right now, it's amazing. And it talks like the dream that's in your heart to be a double diamond or a triple diamond or whatever, God put that there. Not only did he put it in your mind and in your heart, he put the business right in front of you. So it gives him pleasure for us to dream big and to put faith in him and want it so bad to happen. So I just thought that was cool that just came to me right when I was preparing for this. I was like, what? I have to share it. So you all know me and just keeping God at the center of my business and sharing my faith. So that's what I love to do. But holy cow, I'm so excited about boot camp. You guys, getting to these corporate events like lights this fire in your belly that I can't even explain. And I struggled. I'm going to just be upfront and honest with you guys. I struggled with, and Brittany and some of the people that were there know this, I have a hard time sitting in VIP. I know I earned my spot there. I know that I'm a triple diamond and I'm in the VIP elite, but I have a hard time not sitting with my team. Like, I want to be there to pour into my team and to support them and sit next to them and see their excitement and everything. And I had people yelling at me Friday night, you're sitting in VIP, you need to be there. And I'm like, okay, my team even said, you need to sit there. You deserve it. You worked so hard for it. You guys, sitting beside Mark Pentecost and sitting behind him, he's right in front of me, but him and his wife, he just sat there with us and like took in everything when he wasn't on stage. And gosh, to have, Mike Patilla sitting in front of us and all the ambassadors sitting around us, like, it was amazing. And when Mark said, I want to see you at the top because the bottom is crowded, I was like, oh my gosh. Because I've been in this company for 5.5 years and I'm still in the top 2% of the company. Like, that is just mind-boggling to me that we have this opportunity in front of us. And, his big thing was just don't stop, just go. Like, stop focusing on the number and let it drive you. So it doesn't determine, who you are. Just let the number drive you. And so I think that was a big aha for me when he said, I want you at the top up here because the bottom is crowded. And I was like, that is so true. Because so many people stop at Ruby or they stop at Emerald, they give up. And you unlock the compensation plan when you get to Diamond. I know a lot of you are in my team and a lot of you are not, but the ones who are on my team, if you have not watched Brittany's video on unlocking the comp plan, they went over that at conference. And we have the opportunity to make amazing money with this company. We have daily wrap cash. We have weekly fast start bonuses. we have our monthly commissions, and then we have our generationals and what am I forgetting, Britt? Generationals and
the big bonuses.
Our good bonuses, yes. So 5 different ways that we can maximize the comp plan. And you guys, if you have not heard or been posting about this on your wall, you're crazy. We are number 33 in the entire world in the top selling direct selling companies. Like, that's mind-boggling to me. I've been here for 5.5 years, and this company has grown and grown and grown. Out of 10,000 companies, we're number 33, and you guys are a part of it. Like, that should make your heart race right now, because we have products that work. People are still buying month after month after month. This residual income is a beautiful thing. Residual income is when you do something once and you get paid over and over and over again. You guys, I had people ordering with me that's been ordering since month 1. 5.5 years later, they're still ordering. That's freaking exciting. And Justine, I am so excited to see your face. So I just think, you guys have to understand the importance of where we're at. And the fact that you're here is so awesome. Don't let roadblocks push you away. Don't let them stop you from being at the top of this company, because so many people do. Why is the bottom crowded? Because so many people feel stuck and they never keep moving on. They don't push past the roadblocks. And they have the opportunity to do that. Another thing that he said is the enemy to success is hesitation. How many of you go to hand a Blitz card to somebody and you hesitate and you put it back in your purse because you let it stop you? That is the devil stopping you from changing somebody's life right now. So the next time you hesitate, just remember that that's the enemy trying to hold you back from success. So I want you to think
he just went that way like 2 seconds ago.
I'm going to mute you guys out here. Justine, I'm excited to see you. Okay. Can you hear me? Thumbs up. You still me? Okay. So the enemy to success is hesitation. So the next time you hesitate, think about that. Think about the enemy trying to keep you from being successful, because that might be the next person who's about to change your business. To be an ambassador diamond, you only need 5 rock stars. That's it. 5 people. 5 people that have the same like-mindedness as you, that have the same drive as you. And why not be out there being the person that you want on your team? If you're telling your team to go out there and blitz and sign customers and sign distributors because that's how you get paid, we have to do the same thing. We have to be the leader that we want on our team. We have to be the person. Do you guys think about the ideal distributor that you want in your business? Think about what they look like, what their values are, what their morals are, like what they want out of life, that they're big dreamers and this and that. And find those people. Be that person. Be that person so that you can find those people. Number 33 in the world, mind-blowing. That was just so freaking exciting. Something else I want to talk about is if you guys have not gotten the new packages of wraps, like the flimsy pack, the black pack, they are like literally dripping with solution when you take them out. I've never seen any wraps like this in 5.5 years. I put one on today. My results were insane, like insane. I'm trying to get my wrap app to work so I can get them corporate approved, because 5.5 years later to still put a wrap on and see those kind of results is absolutely crazy. And everybody was talking about it at boot camp. Well, here's the thing. I've been getting those new packages in, but I haven't been opening them up because I'm like, I don't want to use them on me. I'm going to use the boxes on myself that I still have from a while ago. I'm kind of stingy when it comes to that. I'm like, I like the look of it. I don't even want to tear the bag open. And I am like, today I was like, I couldn't wait. We're having Wrapping Wednesday with our Summer Body Hustlers, and I couldn't wait to put it on, and holy wrap results. It was so awesome. Another thing I want to touch on while you guys are on here before we start with aha moments from Green Carpet or from boot camp, is Green Carpet is so important to get to. It's going to be June 23rd or 24th. It's $75 for your ticket, you guys, and you get a wrap reward. So when you sell those wraps, you get your $100. So you're basically paying for your ticket for free. Shack up with people. Get there if you have to drive, whatever, Allegiant, Spirit, get on a cheap flight. You only need clothes for a couple days. Get down there because it's so important to get to these events. Plus, you can get in a new territory and find new distributors for your team. But they already said that they're going to announce a new product. So I'm really excited about that. They're already starting to give out clues. New training for triples and above. I'm excited about this because they want us to be doing more boot camp, mini boot camps. They want us to be doing 1 team, 1 mission. So they're having a special training on Friday night for triples and above. Another exciting thing is they are coming out with a new way for men to grow this business. So it's going to be specific training for men. It's going to be a new tool, they kept saying, for men to be able to grow their business. So I thought that was really exciting that they're going to start targeting men, because I think men all the time think that this is a women's business. And so I think it's going to be cool for them to be able to feel more confident in growing their business. They're also, which I can't even imagine how they're going to do this, they said they're going to come out with a new way, an easier way for us to promote the business and the products. Like, do you guys, I can't even imagine that there's anything easier or simpler than the steps to success, because to me, we already have a very simple plan to becoming successful in this business, but they said there's something new that's out. So I'm so excited about that. Of course, you're going to hear testimonies and success stories and things like that. So it'll be awesome. Kudos to all of you for being on here tonight. You have to utilize team Zooms. You have to utilize the online parties. Brittany does an online party for us every single week. She doesn't have to do that. She gets to do that, but she offers it to all of us. So thank you, Brittany, for always stepping up and doing that, because I love being able to put people on there. If I don't have, time to run them, she's putting them on. Who am I kidding? She does them every week. I did a live one the other week, but I think, she's got it down pat, and I love to be able to put people on those. But utilize the stuff we put out there for you guys. We don't have to do this, but we want to. We want you guys to be successful. So get to events. I don't know if you guys saw my picture in the Game Changers, but 35 leads from a 3-hour event the other night, and they are all strong leads. A $50 event. So I sell 2 wraps. Actually, I already have 2 of them sold, so paid for my event. But 35 leads. These are parties. These are one-on-one consults. These are prospects. I already have 2 of them I'm meeting with next week that want to join the business in this file. I had 2 the other night that I did calls with. They're just waiting on payday. So the thing is, events are where they said, take your cold market and make it warm. How many of you have been through your prospects? You've been through your family, you've been through your friends. You feel like Facebook isn't getting you anywhere. You have to create relationships. How can you get new relationships? Do events. Connect with people at your table. Get them on Facebook. Start talking to them. They really honed in on finding 20 people in 1 week. And for a week straight, just focus on those 20 people, creating relationships, liking, loving, commenting, sending private messages back and forth, not even talking about the business, just creating relationships with those 20 people. And then that's when you're going to be able to talk to them about the products of the business. So taking your cold market, making it warm was huge. I could talk for hours because I have so many notes from boot camp. But
Can I say one thing about events?
Yes.
Just because I've been getting into gyms recently. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys, because I feel like we're all in so many different areas. Go to a local gym and or a salon or a locally owned salon, and just ask them if you can set up a table, because that's all I did. And I actually have a couple girls on my team that are now going to different gyms, and it's as simple as setting up a table, and we're there for a couple hours a week, and it's super simple. And some gyms will let you come as much as you want, some will come once a month, but we've been in Planet Fitness once or twice a week for a month, and we have 60 new leads, and we've signed 6 customers and 2 DTs. So it's been extremely beneficial for us. So I just encourage you, people are in the gym because generally they want to lose weight, they want to be healthier, and they want to tone up. So it's a perfect opportunity, and it sometimes doesn't even cost you anything. So Just ask.
And I was talking to Ashley today, and I think she was going to reach out to you, but I told her, I said, if you're talking to somebody from a gym, or if you want to call them, say, what do you have in your gym to enhance your customers' results? You want them to keep coming. They're going to get discouraged if they don't have something pushing them. And if they're seeing wrap results, if they're seeing more energy, if they're seeing weight loss because of our supplements, they're going to want to stay at that gym. Gym owners don't think about that. A lot of gyms don't even have a supplement line. So you need to be the one to present that to people and say, hey, listen, this is what I have. I would love to even just set up a table and see what it does for you. When you have people signing up left and right at a gym, you're going to be able to talk the gym owner into becoming a distributor and say, listen, I have 6 new customers. I could put them easily underneath you, and you're going to be making commissions on them. So do you think they're going to want you to leave when you're making money for them? No, they're not going to want you to leave. So just think about that. Think about the opportunities that you have with that. So Jess, I know you're at work. I'm going to unmute you. There you are. Are you at work, Jess?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought so. Okay. So I want to hear your aha moments from boot camp. Talk to us about your experience and what happened.
It was awesome as always. I have a couple different ones.
Okay.
One was like the little breakout / talk training thing we did at lunch. And like seeing Katie just basically like, I'm going to take over. Like the way that she started telling her story, and I knew bits and pieces of her story, but I didn't know all of it. And the fact that she pretty much like lost her rank and then got it back. And like, that was like huge to me because I lost my rank and I'm getting it back. And it's hard. It's hard not just to be like, you know what, screw it. Like there's no getting it back. And it's not worth all the effort that I put into it. But seeing that someone like higher than you goes through the same things, even though we always hear it like that we're all the same, it just, I don't know, it made it sink in more. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then
I actually lost my rank for the first time in 5 years a couple months ago. And it was like, I thought it was going to like, in my mind, I was like, that's what I've always been known for, the fact that I've never lost rank. And you know what? Opening up and being vulnerable in front of Cammie Dempsey to tell when we had our little get together, and I said, you know, you guys, I've lost rank the last 2 months. Everybody at the table started bawling because nobody had ever admitted it publicly before. And here we were sitting with Cammie, and everybody admitted that they had lost rank, and they were all diamonds and above. So it happens. It happens. And I did. I worked really hard, and with our team working really hard, I got it back. And it feels great to get it back. But Cammie said something. And I don't know, Jess, if you've ever heard me say this, but Cammie said, do you understand why you've lost rank? And I said, you know, because I'm not working as hard as I need to be. You know, I'm trying. And she said, no, you lost rank because you've been there for enough time. It's time to move on. It's time to move up. And that was just like, oh my God, that was not what I expected her to say at all. And it just brought me to tears. And Katie just sobbed because Katie had never admitted it. And that was her first time. So yeah, now, you know, being vulnerable as a leader and saying that, it's hard. But what we've learned from it is it helps people get through that, you know, that even top leaders will lose rank and it's okay. Because if you push hard and get it back, it makes you feel like you're getting it all over again. So that's awesome that was one of your ahas. What was another one?
Yeah. Can you come back to me?
Yes. I'm going to mute her. Okay. Let's see. Who else? Rose, I'm going to unmute you. Okay. Talk to us. What was your aha?
I like the collar personality thing because then they showed how the Bliss card is actually made also. That was really, that I never even thought about how they had made the Blitz cards, how they worked in with the collar personalities and stuff. So I took a lot of notes on that and was really, it just made me more impressed with this company of how they actually have got everything thought out and ready for us to go. So I'm kind of like you. How are they going to make it any easier for us? But hey, I'm all for that.
What she's talking about, you guys, is do you guys see the $25 is in red? Red personalities are money driven, right? All red personalities are money driven. So they have the money in red. Over here, it says it's fun. So it's covering the blues. The blues want to have fun. It's affordable. And then it's got the details on the back for the greens, right? It's got everything that what the product does. So the cool thing is, like, they thought this out. Like, it goes along with the color personalities. And they also talked about how to approach the color personalities with the Blitz card and things like that. So, you know, we hear it all the time, but sometimes it's just hearing it differently in a different perspective that I think makes a big difference. So that's awesome. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Jess must still be out. Claire, I'm going to call you out. Claire, you got to be there for the Diamond and Above powwow that we had on Friday night.
Yes.
Wasn't
I have a gazillion notes. Friday night was very amazing. I was there actually by myself. Jodi, you guys were in front of me, but none of my team has been a diamond or above, so they weren't able to go. But just being there, like elbow to elbow with Mark, I got a picture with Mark and Cindy. I got a picture with the Dunns. I got a picture with Pam Souter. I got a picture with Melody McFarland, who was trying to get selfies with Pam. And I'm like, oh, you're big stuff, honey. Let's get a picture. And so just seeing they're real people and that they want us to succeed. They believe in us. And Cindy saying, the big one with her was, because we all say, I have to go home and make dinner now for my husband. Well, you get to, because you have a husband, you have food, you have money to get here and there. Not everybody has a husband at home. Not everybody has food on the table. So you get to. So we get to share this with people because we have this in our hands. And that was just very powerful. And Cindy Pentecost is a very smart woman. And that was huge. But I left there crying and saying, get your head out of your, and it's time to just move on. Thank the people for hurting you and for whatever. Thank you. I'm a bigger person now and I am going to move forward. So that kind of was what I took out of. Friday was great. The whole event was exactly what I needed.
Yeah. And even as leaders, I think we need to get our buckets filled too. When I was feeling so guilty, Brittany's like, Jodi, are you kidding me? Like, you get to go to these things to get your bucket filled. You're always so worried about everybody else, but you need it too. And I did. I really needed it. And to feel connected again with everybody. It was just so awesome. It's so emotional, you guys, to feel like one big family when you see where this company's going. And the fact that we have one of the top compensation plans out there for direct sales. 51% of our money that comes in goes out to us. The company doesn't keep it. It goes out to us. That's huge. The way we get paid, no other comp plans out there get paid like we do. So yeah, I agree with you. Like, it was just everything that I needed to. And I just couldn't help but get chills for every single one of my team that was there, because I was like, if you don't get it when you're there, like, you've missed it. Because if you cannot grasp what our company is about at one of these events, then, you know, you must not be there, like there because
and conference is great, but this one I just felt like it was so much more intimate and the stress, just having fun and just love what you're doing. And I mean, I went live on Facebook, and so the team members that couldn't go, they were all like, Claire, you're doing everything that we wanted to do at conference. Like, we wanted to get pictures with all these people, we wanted to do all these things. And I go, so they're fired up just because they got to see the contagious energy and excitement. So your excitement is contagious, girls, just so you know. People are watching, they're paying attention, and you just need to believe. And yes, chase the lion. That is like amazing. So I'm like you, I could ramble all day long, but it was great. And
you just made me think of something. It's this little note that's on my desk, and you guys probably can't see it, but it says, why are you different? I see it every single day, and it's like, people will buy from you because they like you, not because of your products, not because of a business. They're going to buy from you because they like you. And I was hoping Ash would be on by now, but you guys, she's on. Ash is on. I have never seen anybody transform like I have watched Ashley Claywitter transform. Like, she's reading the book, Get Over Your Damn Self. And Pam Souter says it to us at every single event, get over yourself. You just need to get over yourself. What's holding you back? You just need to get over that. You need to get over yourself. And Ashley's reading this book, and I know Ash was in a bad place for a long time. Her upline left, and her sister was in the business, and she's not really doing it. And I know she felt defeated, and there were so many times she wanted to give up. Reading this book and actually coming into contact with another direct selling company to see that they really have nothing to offer like we do. Like, it just gave, hey, Ethan, it just gave her this huge picture of what we really are about. And she is totally transformed. She has a whole new perspective, and she is just flying. She is talking to people every single day. when I hear her, like I cry. Like I told her the other day, I just sat down and bawled when I listened to her one video because she's come so far, but she gets it. Like she gets the vision. She gets the whole perspective of everything now. And it's amazing to see what she's blossomed into just from this one book, and by having an encounter with another direct selling company, making her realize what we really have our hands on. Like people don't get it. What we really do have our hands on, and the integrity and the honesty and the vision behind this company is just something that you guys should embrace and just run with. I'm not even kidding you. So thank you, Claire, for sharing. I know I kind of put you on the spot, but you're amazing and you're an awesome leader. So I knew you wouldn't have any problems with that. All right, just a minute.
Thank you.
All right, Jess, give us your second.
Okay. I'll make it really quick. Couple, two. One, Amber Parker was sitting right behind Ethan. Like she wasn't even sitting in VIP.
Ambassador
Right
Diamond.
behind Ethan. And I remember texting Brittany and being like, look who's behind Ethan. Like this is crazy. And then turning around at the beginning when Mike and Pam were asking the questions and whatnot. And like, they're like right there. Like right here.
You would touch them.
Like that was like insane to me. And I know some of the newbies, they don't get that yet, but like, yeah, that was insane. Insane.
And you know, most the like direct selling conferences you go to, the CEO is not even there.
Yeah.
Like I've heard so many people say that, I see you taking pictures with your CEO. Like I see the corporate team like with you guys. Like, is that normal? I'm like, yes, they're there with us. They sit in the crowd with us. They don't stand behind stage and wait to be called out. They sit in the crowd with us. They walk around with their microphones. You know, they're real people and they want us to be successful. And that's the beauty of this, is that they're, you know, Mark and Cindy Pentecost are not some bigwigs that are just raking in all the dough and not wanting to be connected. Like they want to be connected with every one of us. And it makes you so emotional just to see that. And it's just,
they legitimately do, like, it's not like an act. They actually do care, because when Pam started talking again, I could hear Mike like whisper in that girl's ear, like, it's going to be okay. You're going to get through this. You can do this. You know what I mean? And nobody was even paying attention to him.
right.
So,
Yeah.
like, it's huge.
They are
Yeah.
genuinely wanting us to be successful. Hey, Ethan. Do you
Hi.
have a
So I don't know, every time we go to one of these meetings, every time a conference, when they talk about being plugged in and showing up to the trainings, every single time you walk away just feeling like almost that passion is renewed, that, you know, just so happy to be in this business. But honestly, trying to remember what my specific aha moments were. I know I remember talking to Jess about it in the car on the way back. But the one thing that you really always take away from every one of these meetings is just, you know, how awesome it is, you know, meeting Joel Dunn and stuff like that, knowing where they come from, knowing, you know, that they are, like you said, they're just like us. Some of them came from really hard times and now they're millionaires, top earners in the company and whatnot. And, you know, they did it in a matter of a couple of years. And what other company can honestly say that they've got the people that are making it aren't people that were set up for success. They were set up for failure just like we were.
Right.
And now they're living a completely different life and having to get used to changing the way they think about things, because it's not the same anymore. And it could be any one of us in any amount of time.
Absolutely. And if you knew that you could be in a business for 5 to 8 years and be in the Millionaires Club, like where else can you do that? You know,
Yeah.
No, you're going to work 8 to 5, 40 hours a week, all year long till you're 65 years old, only to find out that you don't have enough money to retire and that you have to keep working. That's life. That's reality in today's world. And we are not today's world. Like we're living a not so normal life, but look at the stuff that we get to do. Like this business has been chosen for us. We've been blessed with it. It's a gift. And it's just so humbling to think that he entrusted us with this business. Like we get to do this every single day. We get to make a difference physically and financially and just share it with everybody and be an answer to people's prayers. Like we get to be that answer to people's prayers. They're praying for help financially. They're praying for help physically. And we are that answer. So I love it. I love it. Are you excited about the new men's?
Yes. Oh my God. Like at the end when they announced that, I was like, finally, thank God. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the scripts and the training and whatnot is very geared toward women. And that's understandable. We've got a high percentage, like every conference we go to, it's very noticeable that they close down a lot of the men's room to turn it into a ladies' room just for the event. And we have to go searching for a men's room. But no, it was great to hear that they're focusing a little bit on men's trainings and things like that and helping us promote from our perspective.
Absolutely. And I love, like, you and Jess are such amazing leaders. You are like the next big power couple. I'm so stinking excited for you and your team growing. Like, your California team's growing. I'm really excited for you guys and where you're going with this business. So, and you guys stepping out of your comfort zone, you get more comfortable being uncomfortable. Like, I see it every single time I see you guys. I'm like, oh, they're getting so much easy. Like, this is getting so much easier for them. And at least it looks that way for me. But I'm so proud of you guys. I know it's, not always easy for you to get to these events, but you even made sure one of your distributors who couldn't afford it, you made sure they got there and that she got there. And that just speaks volumes for you guys, because what this company is doing.
Important. It was so important for her.
Awesome.
So.
Awesome.
One aha moment that did really stand out, though, is that when Mark was talking about be bold, it really kind of clicked with me that I haven't been, that I've been being safe. I grew up in Appalachian Mountains. People are very stubborn, they're very hard-headed, and they're very skeptical. And my own mom tried to rap, and it didn't work for her first time, so she gave up, and she gave them away. And now I've got to try and win her over because she was my voice in New Hampshire. If I'm going to get anything started, get a team started in New Hampshire, I've got to win my mom back over. So we're going to actually start just sending up samples and stuff. Like when we're running our 80 BB auto ship, we accidentally over-ordered a couple things, so we're just going to send the extra up to my mom. Like, hey, try this out. But
you know what, you should also – did you see my post yesterday? I might have had it to my prospects, but it talks about when you're whitening your teeth, you can't just do one treatment, expect to have sparkling white teeth. When you're going to a tanning salon, you can't just go once and expect to have this beautiful Malibu tan. No, it's a process, and you have to do it over and over and over again to get your desired results, and you have to do it correctly and consistently. The same thing with our wraps. You can't just try one and say it doesn't work. So I always like to put that post out there occasionally, because I get people that say too, oh, those wraps, I tried them, they didn't work. Oh, how many did you try? One, So I know you got to get that, Jess. Thank you guys for sharing. But yes, I'm going to pray that your mom gets back on drinks the greens. Thanks for sharing. Okay, I'm going to go over to Anne. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. So Anne, I'm going to ask you to share.
Hey.
This was your very first big corporate event, right?
Yeah, I went to a one team and one mission, and I really, really enjoyed that. And, I got some inspiration from it, but it is nothing like the boot camp. I'm telling you, I loved it. And unfortunately, I was a little ill, so I ended up leaving early, and I still got so much out of it. Thank God for your live videos, too, because I got to actually finish up watching it. I wasn't driving and watching it or anything. But actually, I kind of was. But so I just really liked it. I had two pretty big aha moments. I'm with Rose on the fact that the color personalities were something that, I'd heard you guys talk about it, but I hadn't really studied it in depth. And I'm kind of a green, so that kind of surprised me that I didn't look into it, because usually I have to know pretty much everything before I am, which I found is a little bit of a holdback, because I do find myself sometimes not feeling like I'm prepared enough. And that will hold me back sometimes from acting, but I learned a little bit about that, and I'm kind of using this more on my posts. I took your suggestion and started making my Facebook lists, and as I'm posting them, the people I'm focusing on, I'm now trying to identify what color they are and what things would speak to them most out of the business opportunity and out of the products. So there's that. And then, like Jess said, at lunch when I heard Katie speak, because in my head, I keep Katie on a pedestal, kind of like Sarah. I just, she can do no wrong. She's so peppy. It seems like she's never had a down moment in her life. And when she was talking about going through that breakup and how she, she started slacking and stuff, it just really showed me that there's, everybody's out here living a normal life. They go through these really hard times. They go through these, rough patches where they slip up. And I think that spoke to me a lot because I have that fear. I've heard you guys talk about this fear of success, and I've always thought of that and been like, that's crazy. Why would you ever fear being successful? But it's a scary thing because you don't want to end up losing it, and you don't want to end up, not being able to follow through and let people down when life hits. But it was really cool to see that she had some of those experiences, and she just got back up, and she's doing amazing. So those were my two.
That's awesome. And I was so excited for you to get there. When I heard that you might not be able to go, like, I was literally crushed. And then, like, it took 2 seconds for you to say, I'm going. And I was like, oh, good. Because I just know that when somebody new has never been to corporate and like feel the vision, feel the passion, feel like them speak to our hearts, like that's when you really, really get what this company's about. And so I was just like so grateful that you were able to be there and able to, just take it all in. And so I'm glad that you got to go. And I know the color personalities will be huge, because if there's somebody bubbly and fun and has all this bling jewelry and is like, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, girl, you totally need to be on my, team. You need to do what I do because we get to have a lot of fun. And they're going to be like, what fun? Like,
yeah.
So it does help you to know how to approach people and how to talk to them when you realize what kind of people they are. So that's awesome. I appreciate you. I know you have a lot of studying to do, but I'm glad that you were able to share that with us. And
thank you.
I've been noticing your posts and they're getting way better. They're deeper. Like, I feel like they are very connected to certain people. So I know that you've taken a lot away from just the trainings and things like that. So
yep, I am renewed. I'm ready to go.
Good. That's what these events do. They just light your fire. So thank you for sharing.
No problem.
I'm going to go to, let's see, Brittany. Hey, girl. Hey. Oops, wrong Brittany.
All right, press the button.
There you are. Brittany, are you listening?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm washing my hands.
Okay. I'll go to somebody else then. Just a minute.
I was like,
Whoops, I missed her. Tammy Hogue. Tammy, are you there? Tammy, can you talk?
Jodi, I'm good if you want to come back to me.
Okay. Tammy.
Oh.
Yeah, there you are. I know you weren't at Grand Rapids boot camp, but you did go to Phoenix, right?
Yes, I did.
Can you share like one of your big ahas from Phoenix boot camp? Since none of us were there.
Pam Souter was awesome. Like, she made the whole thing for me. I had a bad morning. It was just a bad start, but she was like, her and Mike like went into the crowd in the afternoon and they were taking questions from people, just random people, and they like really got involved with the crowd. And the way that she just, new people, she just brought everybody to tears because you just felt her sincerity. Like, she was so sincere. Like, she truly cared about that person that she just met. And just the way she spoke, it really changed the whole day for me. It made me glad that I was there after all, because the end part is what I needed to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess just knowing that, like you said, corporate, they're not just a figurehead. They're actually out there with everybody else, and they don't try to make themselves more superior. They're one of everybody else. So that was very impressive for me.
That's awesome. And it was funny because I'm not sure if they did this at Phoenix, but they did this at Michigan. They said, how many people in this room have ever talked to Pam Souter on a one-on-one basis and she told them to get over themselves? And I raised my hand because her and I had that conversation about something, and almost every ambassador literally raised their hand, presidential, and there were so many people in that room that raised their hands. And really it's our own selves holding us back. It's our own fears, our own struggles, our own labels from the past. It's, that anxiety and fear of rejection and success. And what if they say no? And, it's so true, but we really just have to get over ourselves, because if they say no, did we die? No. Like, if they say no to a Blitz card, okay, but did you die? No. If they say, no, I don't want to hold a party, so what? Go book another one. Like, who cares? So what? Who cares? Who's next? That's what I just keep in my mind, because if you just have so much confidence in your company and your products, like, you will just blow right past the nose. And that's, you know, when you get to that point, you get it. Like, you're just like, you know what, this is so much bigger than me. And I was entrusted with this business, and God's putting those people in my path. I just have to talk to them. I have to open up my mouth. I have to hold up my end of the deal. And I love that you said that about Pam, because it's so true, because so many people, that's their big breakthrough, is Pam Souter. Her just saying, well, you just need to get over yourself. The day that she told me, you know, when I was struggling with wanting more because I was feeling guilty because I was already making more money than I had ever dreamt of, she said, Jodi, why wouldn't you want more so you could give more? You need to get over feeling bad and feeling selfish, because when you want more, you can bless so many other people with that money. You can bless, you know, the missions that you're trying to help, and give freely to people who need it and not feel the least bit guilty. And I never thought of it that way. And it literally took her saying, get over yourself. Quit feeling guilty, because you're going to bless so many more people, you know, as you move up in the ranks. And she was right. Like, it's so humbling to be able to bless people when, being a mom of 6 kids, we never had any money, you know, to even barely tithe at the end of, you know, each week. So it definitely is such a huge blessing. But it took her putting reality right in front of me, saying, no, you need to get over that. So thanks for sharing that, Tammy. That's awesome that she was your aha.
Definitely was.
Okay, where's Brittany? I lost you. There you are. Okay, I know you got lots to tell us.
Well, there's a lot, but I feel like everything that everyone was saying, I felt exactly the same way. So talking about definitely everything that Jess said, because I was sitting right next to Jess, and I actually texted her. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to meet Amber Parker. And she literally texted me. She's like, you do know she's sitting right behind me, right? And I was like, no, I did not know that, actually. So now I'm freaking out, and I want to get up and go talk to her.
Right.
But it just, the whole thing for me, I felt like reiterated the fact that, like, Friday night for me, like, in being Diamonds and Above, reiterated the fact that our company wants to know who you are. They want to know, our CEO wants to know who you are. He specifically made a point to, hey, please tag us and stuff. Please, like, talk to us. We want to know who you are. It's not like they are this, like, I'm not going to lie, I went to this boot camp hoping to goodness that I can get a picture with Mark Pentecost. That's literally what I wanted to do, because I've been in this company for 3 years now, and I've never had a picture with Mark, and I've never talked to him. I've never talked to Pam. I've never talked to Mike. And it seems like you start feeling like a number, right? You kind of just start going through the motions, and Jodi's met all these awesome people. And I'm like, I want to meet them. I want them to know who I am. Like, I want to be a somebody. And so I went right up to them and just said hi and asked them for a picture afterwards. And every single one of them did not take a picture and walk away. Every single one of them stopped and talked to me. And that was huge. The first one was Mike. And I don't know what I thought of Mike, but I just didn't. I was like, he's Mike. Like, he's this fun, like, guy that everyone wants to know. But he literally stopped and, like, pulled Nick and I aside and was like, oh, can I get a picture with just Nick? He's like, there's so much guy stuff coming out. And he was, like, super excited to talk to Nick about it, and, like, had a good 15-minute conversation with us. And then we went over to Mark, and we got our picture with Mark. And then Mark was talking about his vision, and we just thanked him so much for having this Diamond and Above, because from my understanding, it's been triples and above before. So just being able to them to open it up to Diamonds and Above was huge, and just it relit my fire too. And Pam actually sent me a message in March on the 30th when I was going for Double Diamond, and said, we're rooting for you. We're so excited for you. And I was like, oh my God. I'm so emotional right now. I can't believe she messaged me back. I literally didn't even know what to say. Nick's like, did you write her back? I'm like, no, I didn't write her back. I didn't know what to say. And so, long story short, I obviously did not promote to Double Diamond, missed it by a very minimal amount, but I took it upon myself to talk to her and tell her, first of all, thank you for reaching out to me. And second of all, I know that it is my fault. And she's like, well, at least you're taking ownership of it. And she said, and I declared to her that I'm going Double Diamond this month. And she said, I want you to send me a message when you promote. And I was like, that's so cool. So I think for me, like, the whole thing just reiterated the fact that, like, our company wants to know you. They want to know your name. They want to know your vision. They want to know your dreams. You're not just a number in this company. You matter. You matter, and they want to help you pay off your debt and accomplish your dreams and have everything that you've ever wanted. All you have to do is put in the work. And you just got to talk to more people. Like, it literally is like the end of the day, you just got to talk to more people. That's it.
Yeah, because what did they say about ambassador? If you want to be an ambassador, you need to replicate yourself 3 times. If you want to be an ambassador, you need to replicate what you do 3 times. So I love that when they said that. I know for you, a big aha was unlocking the comp plan and realizing that we're not utilizing it. We're not utilizing all 5 ways of how we get paid. You yourself have seen what cab bonuses do. People don't understand the depth of your paycheck when you get cab bonuses, when you have these people, cab to you. So you sign one person as a diamond and they go out and sign 100, you get 100 times 80 just because you were a diamond and you signed one person. You go out and sign 10 people and they all sign 10 more. You get 80 times all of those people just because you were a diamond and you signed those 10. Like, people don't understand cabs until they start looking at their paycheck going, oh my gosh, over half my paycheck was cabs. That's so important.
Yeah. And I feel like the biggest part of that is that, I'll be honest, when I hit executive or I hit Ruby, it wasn't the average paycheck. And you start wondering, like, oh my gosh, am I actually going to make the kind of money that I really want to make in this company? And I will be 100% honest with you that you start making real money when you get to diamond. Like, yes, you make good money at Ruby. And if you started for $200 a month, that was my goal. But then getting to emerald and then getting to diamond, then getting my husband to diamond. And now we're both diamonds. Like, those are good paychecks to be bringing in, and that was more than I was making in my full-time job. So don't you dare slow down because your paycheck wasn't as high as you wanted it to be at executive or Ruby. Keep going, because guess what? Every level you promote to, you're going to make even more money. So keep going and be laser focused on what you want, and don't slow down until you get there. And if you want a higher paycheck at Ruby, just sign some more customers when you're at Ruby, and you can still get that $500 paycheck. Just know that that's just an average. So you can make more than that. You can make less than that. It's just an average. So if you want to make real money and get to diamond, and then don't stop at diamond like I did. You really need to go to like double and triple and then go ambassador. Go ambassador.
Yes, just keep going.
On that.
That's what Mark kept saying. I don't care what you do. Just go. Just go and don't stop. Just go. And they said that a million times. It was so amazing listening to a couple of the ambassadors talk and of course the Black Diamonds talk and just, doing our diamond and above walk across stage. It was a big, for me, when I walked across that stage last year at this time, it was my last triple diamond walk. I swore it was going to be my last triple diamond walk. And I was like, I don't want to walk across that stage because last year was supposed to be my last triple diamond walk. And I was like, you know what? You're a freaking triple diamond. You are in the top 2% of this company. Get your arse on stage and walk across, own it. Like, I know, like, I'm not presidential yet and I've been claiming it for 2 years, but it's in God's timing and I just have to trust in that. But, so you guys see how important it is to get to corporate events. Huge, huge, huge. You can see all of the amazing aha moments that came from it and why they're so important. But you guys, right now, I'm going to ask Ashley, where'd she go? Oh, there she is. I'm going to ask Ashley, I was talking to you a little bit before about, her big aha, but I feel like some of you on here, maybe not be new, you're not new. Maybe you've been in for a year or two. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you felt abandoned. Maybe you feel like you're not sure some days if you can move on. Maybe you're not sure why you're still here, but you're still here. I'll tell you, it's because God put it upon your heart that you're not leaving. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. But I want Ashley to share, because I shared a little bit of her story with you, but I really want her to share what changed things for her, because I'm telling you guys, it was drastic. And when I'm telling you I cry when I listen to her Voxers and when I read her videos, it's because I've seen this transformation in somebody who felt broken, abandoned, and stuck. And now she is just exploding. And I'm going to get emotional if I keep talking. So I'm going to let Ash talk. Ashley's in Florida. She's out there by herself. She doesn't have any of us there with her. And Ash, just talk a little bit, just take a few minutes and just kind of share with people who are feeling the way I just said, the way you felt.
Okay. Hey, y'all. My name is Ashley, and I have been in the business, I think it's been like 2.5 years And when Jodi says that things transformed overnight, I literally went from struggling to sign any customers sometimes in a month, to signing 12, 13, and having 20 to 30 prospects that, I'm in constant communication with. Sometimes like it gets to the point where I have to tell them like, I'm sorry, I'm definitely going to get back to you, but I have to cook my family dinner. So it's just nuts to me. I don't want to cry. It's just nuts to me, like the difference and how things can change. It definitely, so much of it is mindset, staying connected, and really recognizing why it is that you got into this business. My husband works really hard and provides for us, well, and I don't mind telling my kids no, when we go to the store and Ryan's asking for a toy. That doesn't bother me. The reason why I got into this business was because I couldn't lose weight. I was miserable, and I was tired of being a stay-at-home mom who had nobody to talk to. And I recognized that I really lost sight of my why. I tried to make my why somebody else's why, which was their kids. That's Jade Hooper's why. That's, why she came into this company, why she's been successful. That's not what motivates me. What motivates me is helping other people. And I started just plugging in. I read that book, Get Over Your Damn Self. I read GoPro, and I just took ownership of my business and recognized that it really doesn't matter what it is that your upline's doing. My upline, honestly was my sister, and in so many ways she abandoned me in this business, which is okay, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And ultimately, it's my responsibility to make sure that I'm being leadership for my team and leadership for my loyal customers. And once I recognize that, number one, and then recognize that hearing no is not the worst thing in the world. No now means to me, not right now. And I'll tell you that I had somebody who reached out to me and said, hey, get in touch with this chick, Melissa. She really wants to talk to you. I reached out to her, and she goes, oh, I'm comfortable being fat. And I said, okay, no problem. I continued, posting. I continued liking, commenting on her stuff. The other day, she texted me after I did a post for potential distributors, and she texted me free oils because now she's interested in the business. Like, that's how much things can change when your mindset changes, and when you go from, okay, woe is me, like, why did my team abandon me, to, you know what, I'm the boss. So I just got to say, like, if y'all are thinking about giving up, you really have to look at why you got in, what's going to keep you motivated. And I encourage you to do the video that Pam talked about. If you're struggling and you haven't promoted, you have to sit down and ask yourself why. And you have to be honest with yourself, brutally honest to the point where you're in tears. And I sat and I recorded almost a 15-minute video until the point where I was literally crying. And I recognized that it didn't have anything else to do with anybody on my team. It didn't have anything to do with Jodi, my sister. It had everything to do with me. And I wasn't ready to recognize that I was worthy. And the moment that I got that, nothing else mattered. And now I'm waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and texting people. I used to be getting up like at 10. That's how I started my day. And now, like, when my husband gets up at 4 o'clock, I was up before him boiling his eggs, and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I got stuff to get done. You either want it or you don't. That's all I can really say about it. So
I just saw you like transform overnight. And when they say people will fall in love with you through Facebook, Ashley, like, your whole look changed. Your whole glow, like, this glow just came out of nowhere. Your posts like inspire me every single day. I'm always stalking your wall, and I'm like, oh my gosh, just so. And you said the minute you started changing, people were coming to you left and right. And Tennessee, can I just say, I want to jump through the computer and hug you, because I know that you've been through a lot of this. I know you're struggling, and I'm going to cry. I know, I get it. Like, I've lost 15 people, but they were stepping stones to get me to where I am today. And I have to be so forever grateful to those people who decided to move on, because where we are today is it's where we're supposed to be. And the fact that Ashley had this big breakthrough, and like I said, you guys know me, like, I'm yellow, I cry all the time, but like, it just fills me because I see her taking care of her baby girls every single day, and she doesn't have to work. She gets to be that work from home mom. She gets to inspire people with her posts. She gets to, just love on those baby girls every single day. And I didn't get that chance until it works. So you guys are here because God put it in your heart. He entrusted you with this business. He blessed you abundantly, and our roadblocks make us stronger if we let them. We get to decide what the roadblocks, what the struggles do for us. We get to decide to let them defeat us, or we get to and let them define us, or we get to be stronger because of them. And so that's what, you have to decide. You have to choose. What am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this obstacle? What am I going to do with this? Because if you let it affect your mindset, it will tear you apart. And I don't want to say how dare you. Don't you dare let somebody else determine your success in this business, because you wouldn't be here if it weren't for them. You would not still be here. And my heart goes out to the people who walked away because they felt abandoned, because they didn't have faith, because they weren't strong enough to keep moving forward. That's who my heart goes out to, because I just think, gosh, they didn't have that person sitting on their shoulder saying, you know what, it's okay. I understand. But you get to decide whether or not you move on and become an ambassador diamond, or whether you walk away. You get to decide how this affects you. You get to decide if you're going to unlock the comp plan and get paid 5 different ways every single day, week, month. You get to decide if that person's going to keep you from changing so many lives. You guys, over 15,000 lives have been changed because I said yes to a $99 opportunity. 15,000. Like, can you imagine how many lives you and your team are going to change because you said yes to a $99 opportunity? That's what this business is about. That's what we get to do every single day. We don't have to, we get to. And we get to decide who those people are. We get to hand that Blitz card out every single day. And how dare we decide that somebody doesn't get this opportunity? So the next time that hesitation, that enemy is sitting on your shoulder saying, don't do it, they're going to laugh at you, they're going to think you're crazy, push through it, because the crazy ones are the ones who change the world, right? Here's to the crazy ones. I think I'm grateful all of you got on tonight. I love each and every one of you. I want nothing but success for you. I can't even tell you enough how important it is to plug into these Zooms and to just be there for each other. If you feel abandoned, reach out to somebody. Just know that you're still here because God put it upon your heart. You didn't just come up with this. It was placed in your path for a reason, because you get to be that blessing to others. And it doesn't matter if it takes you 10 years to get to where you're going, just keep going. Just keep going. So I love all of you. I'm so grateful for all of you to be on tonight's Zoom. I know it was a last minute thing, and I apologize. We're trying to do this twice a month, and sometimes my time gets away from me and I forget to post it. But thank you guys for getting on tonight. And I hope you have an amazing, blessed week. And don't forget to be that person who changes other people's lives. So good night, everybody.
Good night, Jodi.
All right, good night.